final game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors with less than ideal field position as they come out for their first possession. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times would become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air, it's Shager. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So two big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Oh, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Here we go. Third and goal coming up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So Oregon's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert, of course, enough said. We see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Ducks look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held it just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably...
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The pass rush closing in. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, it's 3rd down and forever. The defense is kind of sitting back in what I would say is like a prevent defense, just trying to avoid the big play, and it almost cost him. Quarterback checks it to his running back, and the running back shows you he can pick up a lot of yards. So it's 4th down, but at least it's a little bit more manageable.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. It's a shotgun run call. He's found some room at the 45. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
2nd down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Shager. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounced back here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards to move the ball to the 41. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the toss play now, running left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Pressure is coming. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Here's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here comes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every
breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. No huddle now for the offense.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Now moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws it to the right. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Heading left after the handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Shager. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Always looking to throw. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Rainbow Warriors will bring their punt team on the field now. Here's the punt, high in the air. The punt will bounce and go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The offense gifted great field position. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Breaks loose at the 45. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he's got it. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. And it's caught. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
29 Philly. Roll it. Flip it. Reload.
First and goal, handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a second and goal play for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense brings him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Knocks that one right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Solid gain moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And
he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he is wide open for a huge gain. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Trying to run, it's James. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Defense stops him right at the line there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Long enough and good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Rainbow's offense back on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. There's the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Shager. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Kirk Hawaii has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. We go with a direct snap. Some hard running there through a tackle. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's third down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
First down and goal here. Touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Tries to get it to the running back. Nice grab. It's James. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete. Here's the second down play.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Looking to throw. It's Gabriel. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Rainbow Warriors lining up here on 1st and 10. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick up some positive yards.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down.